This is Tony here with Tony Tell 'em. Got news, I think it was yesterday or the day before that, I don't really remember, that AT&T purchased T-Mobile for $39 billion. When I first heard this, I was extremely excited because I have AT&T, and I am excited to be becoming part of the largest network in the United States after this whole acquisition is done in about 12 months. But then I started looking online more, and a lot of consumer advocates are pissed off, mainly because of the fact that this is really going to restrict competition. Never thought about it until recently. This could be bad, this could be good. What could probably happen is, or what I see happening, which would be horrible, is Big Red purchasing Sprint, and then it's just basically two superpowers for carriers in the United States, which would be horrible. Um, Prices of phones will probably go up. I don't know. This could either go really good or this could go really bad, and it's all gonna depend on how AT&T handles the whole situation. I mean, we have a year before it happens. There will be a lot of benefits. It'll be a faster LTE network or 4G network, whichever one they decide to go with. It'll reach more people, so there'll be more people that'll be able to have a phone. Old dead zones that were on Tmobile won't be there anymore, and same thing for AT&T. Dead zones for AT&T won't be there anymore. It's a pretty groundbreaking deal. AT&T's been in trouble for this kind of stuff before, because if this acquisition happens, essentially AT&T and Verizon become a duopoly. And as we know in the past, AT&T has had problems with the whole antitrust thing. They've had a monopoly. They had to split the company up. The parent company got bought up by a smaller company, or by one of its subsidiaries. So I mean, hopefully it doesn't turn out that way, and hopefully, they just get left alone and just left to do what they do. Verizon, business as usual. Sprint, business as usual. Just try and kind of compete better, more competition, which is the other way that it could possibly go. Just massive amounts of competition, only because now these companies that were big before look small in comparison, and now have to make a name for themselves and maybe offer better plans, offer better phones, offer cheap prices on phones. So I mean, the consumer advocates will argue that it's going to be horrible for our economy, and it's going to be bad for the consumer because they're not going to have much of a choice anymore, and they're going to be forced into certain things that they don't want to be forced into, locked into certain plans that they just ridiculous. I could see this being a wake-up call to, say, Verizon, to maybe lower their prices on their plans and get rid of that reputation of being the most expensive carrier in the United States, when really they're about equal with AT&T. It might trigger Sprint to say, hey, maybe we need to work on our network a little bit. Maybe we need to expand it a little bit more, make it a little more reliable than it already is. So I mean, this could be a good thing. This could be a bad thing. I just figured I'd put my 2 cents in on it. I mean, it's been a big story this past week. So I just want to say, AT&T, just don't mess up. As long as you don't start overcharging for your plans and overcharging for phones and thinking that you're, the only carrier in the United States, everything should be fine. And that is it for this Tony Town on the T-Mobile and AT&T merger. Peace.